It's one of the most iconic items in the Marvel Universe, a symbol of heroic justice and a weapon that's wiped the floor with everyone from Nazis to powerful cosmic villains. Come on, let's hear it for Captain America's ever-reliable shield. Although Steve Rogers' relationship with his shield has gone through its ups and downs over the years, with the character famously abandoning it altogether when he took on the Nomad identity for the first time in the 70s, the weapon has served him well over the years, saving his life and indeed the world on countless occasions. But even the hardest metal the Marvel Universe has to offer isn't completely indestructible, and there are heroes and villains who've actually managed to break it. With that in mind, I'm that guy from What Culture Comics who can't pronounce Darkseid properly, and these are 10 characters who have broken Captain America's shield. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 10, Doctor Doom. A mind as brilliant as Victor Von Doom's was always going to figure out a way to break the unbreakable, but in the case of Captain America's trusty shield, the Latvian dictator had to resort to some dirty tactics. In issue 11 of the popular 1980s crossover event Secret Wars, Doom stole the cosmic powers of the Beyonder, and the Spotlight along with them. He used his abilities to lay waste to Cap and the other good guys, incinerating the lot of them with an energy beam. Amongst the ash pile that was once the Avengers, the broken remains of Steve Rogers' shield can be spotted. This being Marvel Comics, all the death and destruction was eventually reversed when the Beyonder tricked old Metalface into resurrecting the heroes and reclaimed his powers. He then grants each hero one wish, and Cap asks for his shield to be restored. 3 more wishes, Cap, goddammit, you always ask for 3 more wishes. Number 9, Thanos. Only a fool would bet against Thanos seizing the full set of Infinity Gems in the upcoming Avengers Infinity War, but with all 6 stones on his side, there's little he can't do. That includes shattering Cap's shield, as though it were made out of stunt glass with his fist. In 1991's Infinity Gauntlet he did just that, and with his glove fully stocked, the Mad Titan defeats Earth's mightiest heroes before wiping out half of the universe's sentient life with a snap of his fingers. Of course, Captain America doesn't go down without a fight, but it isn't exactly a fair one, and a gauntleted left hook from Thanos is all it took to take out his vibranium defense. Once again, all the death and destruction is reversed when Nebula takes the gauntlet into custody and undoes Thanos' tinkering, but it doesn't take away the fact that he made Captain America look like a little bitch. Number 8, Ultron. Ultron came way closer to wiping out Earth's mightiest heroes in the comic books than in his movie. In fact, when his robotic army laid siege on New York City in the Age of Ultron limited series, most of the good guys ended up either dead or in hiding. Captain America is one of the heroes who gets his backside handed to him during Ultron's invasion, and when the dregs of the Avengers hold a meeting later in the series to discuss a counter-offensive, the soldier looks less than super, leaving a powerful image of a bedraggled Cap sat amid the debris from his broken shield. Although it's never revealed who actually shot at the frisbee, Ultron himself or one of his Sentinels are pretty much the only candidates. This panel featuring Steve Rogers on the deck double underlined the threat Ultron posed. Not that you get any of that from the first Avengers sequel, but still. Number 7, Hyperion. King Hyperion is the sole survivor of a nuclear holocaust in an alternate Marvel universe, a doomsday event that mankind instigated in a desperate bid to thwart the villain's bid for world domination. After finding his way to another version of Earth though, Hyperion attempted to seize control and fell afoul of its heroes. The heroes of this world proved to be no match for the villain, and he wasted the lot of them, including Captain America, whose shield was severely damaged alongside Thor's discarded hammer after he bludgeoned his way through the Avengers. Although it was technically an alternate universe version of Steve Rogers that Hyperion defeated so convincingly, his shield-smashing feat still counts, dammit, as vibranium is no less durable in this incarnation of the Marvel Universe. Number 6, Thor/King Thor. If you want to get technical, Thor didn't destroy Captain America's shield in 2003's Avengers issue 61 so much as he dented it, but the impression his hammer made in the vibranium served as a reminder of what the hero was capable of. However, there is another version of Thor that actually succeeded in doing something no other Avenger has ever achieved: smashing Cap's shield. As the king of Asgard, the superhero decided he'd rather rule over humans, moving to New York in order to stake claim over Earth. An alien coming in and telling people that he rules them now obviously didn't sit well, and the US government brought in Cap and the remaining Avengers to attack their former teammate. Not only did King Thor actually break Cap's shield with the help of rune magic and the Odin Force though, he actually killed him, which was eventually undone by the power of time travel. Ah, comics. Don't you love them? Number 5. Valkyrie. Asgardian steel has proven to be hugely effective against Cap's shield over the years. As I've just mentioned previously, Thor's hammer left a massive imprint on the vibranium disc, but Valkyrie's sword sliced clean through it in 2010's New Ultimates Issue 2. At this point you might be wondering why Valkyrie wanted to drive her blade into Captain America at all, since they're both on the same side. Well, she was going through a bit of a phase and was also under the compulsion of Enchantress at the time, so don't hold it against her, okay? After the story came to a head, the bad guys were defeated and Valkyrie regained control of her own mind. And it was Thor who stepped in to help Cap with his broken shield problem, with the Thunder God having his dwarven blacksmiths forge the weapon anew, like any good pal would. Number 4. Molecule Man. Molecule Man has always been a B-list villain in the Marvel Universe, which is surprising, considering he's basically one of the most powerful characters in it. Owen Reese has the ability to control molecules, and since everything in the world is made up of them, well, you do the maths. B-lister though he may be, Molecule Man brought his A-game in 1982's Avengers 215, when he used his awesome powers to disintegrate Thor's hammer, Iron Man's armor, the Silver Surfer's board, and Captain America's shield. Through a combination of the Silver Surfer's power and a well-aimed punch from Cap, the heroes managed to take Molecule Man down. Reese falls into the mad rather than bad category though, and the story ends with the heroes convincing him to seek psychiatric help. Consequently, to make amends for wrecking molecular chaos in the previous issue, he agrees to reassemble a hero's weaponry, including Steve Rogers' shield. Number 3. The Serpent. Fear itself saw a new contender for the Asgardian throne emerge when the Serpent escaped from his prison and amassed an army to wage war on his brother Odin. Thor's uncle, who also happens to be the god of fear, which I can totally believe because look at this big bastard, had his plans to seize power hit a snag when Iron Man and Captain America arrived on the scene. Cap jumps in like he always does and tosses his shield straight at the villain. All standard practice in theory, but what happens next was a real turn up for the Bucks. The Serpent caught Cap's shield and broke it in half, with his goddamn bare hands. Just as Marvel heroes rarely stay dead, their favourite toys seldom stay broken too, and on this occasion Tony Stark's technical know-how and the skills of Asgardian metalsmith Uru proved enough to repair it in the wake of the Serpent's defeat. Number 2. Sentinels. Although the Sentinels have been long staple villains of the X-Men, it was in the alternate timeline of Earth 94831 where they were perhaps their most dangerous. Once again dispatched to eradicate all mutants in the world, the Sentinels just about succeeded in their mission, despite a few heroes standing up and attempting to put an end to the genocide. Attempting to avenge his fallen comrades, Rogers took the fight to the Sentinels. However, by this point they had become ridiculously powerful, mimicking the abilities, skills, and powers of the heroes they battled. Consequently, Rogers was taken down by the Sentinels as well, after putting up a fight that helped nothing at the end of the day, dying next to his broken shield. Number 1. Gregory Stark. In the Ultimate Universe, Marvel replanted Tony Stark's family tree and gave him an older brother named Gregory, who turned out to be a bit of a dodgy git. Becoming the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D. and a charter member of Project Avengers, his supposed good deeds turned out to be a front for a diabolical scheme, which involved pitting the Ultimates and the Avengers against one another. When Nick Fury and the Avengers learned of the older Stark's treachery, they confronted him, but the villain was well prepared for a showdown. He used an army of tiny robots called nanites to imbue him with enough super strength to seize Thor's hammer and use it to turn Captain America's shield into scrap metal. The Avengers and a shieldless Cap eventually defeated the evil Stark, but not without a little help from their friends, the New Ultimates. So that's our list. Let me know in the comments below if there are any times Cap's shield was shattered that I missed here, and while you're there, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and head over to whatculture.com for more lists like this every single day. I've been Josh, and I'll see you soon.